where, I mean, it's so great to hear that, but I always love to say, what was your first prep like? Because for a lot of people out there, they don't understand. That's why I like to have this podcast, to try to educate them that just to be able to get into shape, to go into a prep takes so much hard work and determination, dedication, that people don't realize that. But then going on a prep, that is just notching things up to a whole different level where it comes to, like you said, your timed eating. You got to eat, your proper amount of food. You got to have everything prepped. I mean, you got to get all of your workouts done. You have to it's just, everything just becomes so scientific. What was that experience like for you? Was it just a big shock to your system?
Not even close. I actually did, as I said, I basically did a pre-prep for a year for my prep. I was already eating 6 times a day prior to my prep. I was working out 7 days a week, just doing my workouts, doing what I wanted, trying to stay relatively lean. And like summer, so what was last year was 18. Summer of 17, I looked bomb, right? And I was eating well and doing what I was supposed to do. I was going out to dinner once a week. The last all of 2018, I was just on point with my diet. I was always eating 6 times a day, even if it wasn't like the best meal, right? Like if I had a cheat meal twice a week, I wasn't killing myself over it because I wasn't in a prep. But I was always hitting the gym. Like I I literally went 48 days straight to the gym once. Just because I could, just because I literally could. Like this wasn't even in my prep. Like this was just I wanted to do it, so I did it.
Yeah.
And pretty interesting. Like so, when I went into my prep, I was already mentally there. I was ready to have anything thrown at me, and it wasn't. The one thing that I think not even shocked me, but like that just annoyed the shit out of me was the cardio because I am not a cardio bunny. I don't enjoy it. My Instagram always says I'm paying dues because literally it is like somebody is pulling money out of my checking account and paying rent with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is not enjoyable for me. Do I love the results? Yes.
Yep.
Do I love doing it? Hell no. That was really the hardest part, especially because I work in the city.
Mm-hmm.
So getting up at 4:45 in the morning to do fasted cardio before I went to work and then came home, trained, and did cardio after my workout, and then got home. And then I was home I left the house every day, or I'd be up every day at 4:45. I didn't walk in the door till 10 o'clock at night every day.
Jeez. Well, one of the that also brings up a question that I love to ask because I mean I had the number one sleep specialist on the planet on for a podcast really early on. I mean, he called us from the UK. He was at Oxford, and first of all, he had one of those British accents where you just felt like you gained 10 IQ points just from talking to him. Just because. So I even told him, I was like, "You're going to talk this entire podcast because like it's like a brain workout just hearing you talk." But how would you deal with the fact that, I mean, if you are getting, only like 6 hours of sleep a night, what were some ways that you were still able to motivate yourself to be able to get up on time? Because I know for me, if I were to go, like 3 days of getting up at 6 hours a time, I'm just groggy and I'm just like, I don't want to do this. Is it all just a mind game for you where you're just able to convince yourself like, this is a goal for me. So you know what, I'm going to do whatever it takes.
Yeah, that's really what it came down to. Like, so it's kind of, I guess I'm so used to like setting my mind to something. Like if I wanted to snowboard, right, I used to chase these crazy storms. So I'd be up every hour on the hour checking snow reports. 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, yo, New Hampshire got blasted with the storm. Jump in the truck, 6 hour drive. Let's go and just do it. So when it came to getting up, and realistically, I only probably slept like 4 hours a night. 6 hours is a good night. Like that's a lot of rest for me.
Are you just pumped full of like caffeine basically then?
I mean, yes, I drink a lot of coffee, like a ton. Like if I have like 4 cups a day is like a slow day. That's slow. Yeah. I mean, I drink a gallon plus of water, so that helps too. But it was more that like it's maybe it sounds weird to somebody else outside of like me, mm-hmm. But like when I was with my ex, like I never wanted to get out of bed, right? We lived together and I was like, oh, I'm going to roll around on the bed in the morning at like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I'm not getting out of bed. Like I'm comfortable. I wake up with nobody now. I'm not staying in bed for the freaking pillows. No, I'm getting up and doing shit. 4:45, the alarm goes off. Boom. I'm already the night before I fall asleep in my gym shit. So all I got to do is put my shoes on and go. Yeah. That mentality of like having to do everything and get so much done in the day, it's so fulfilling for me because my job sucks. So like I get no fulfillment out of that. Like I don't go to work, I'm like, yes, I did this today. No, I get up, I'm like, fuck, I did half an hour of cardio this morning. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna train. I'm gonna train the shit out of my body, and then I'm gonna do 40 minutes cardio tonight. My whole day is full. Oh
Mm.
wait, and then I'm gonna meal prep and do all the other
Mhm.
stuff that I have to do.
Yeah. No, yeah, I totally understand that with the job.